Abubakar Malami, half-baked Attorney General of Banana Republic. This is by Bayo Oluwasomi. Democratic system of government vests supreme power in citizens. Simply put, the citizens are the voice. The citizens are the power, and the officials are supposed to be to serve. The people choose directly representatives to exercise this power. In return, the people expect both the government officials and government to be responsive, responsible, and also accountable. The people's representatives are charged with upholding the constitution and conducting the businesses of government for the benefit of all. The Attorney General is the chief law enforcement officer of the nation. He assists the president to fulfill his obligation to faithfully execute the laws of the land. A lot of people do not know the job and the duty of many of those people. The Attorney General also is the Minister of Justice, and these are the duties. He assists the president to fulfill his obligation to faithfully execute the laws of the land. He advises the president and gives opinions when requested. He is the attorney of the government. He is an officer of the court and subject to the court's direction in litigation, meaning as the Attorney General, he cannot supersede the court. The court is the final. The prejudice and bias displayed by Abubakar Malami in the prolonged illegal detention of Omoyele Sowore, human rights and pro-democracy activists, has really exposed Malami as half-baked Attorney General of the Banana Republic. Nigeria, as a banana republic, is a republic of kleptocracy. In fact, now they cannot call it the zoo, where the ruling class devote their time in office to maximize their own gains, while the poor fight over crumbs and scraps. That is if they get. The thieves rob the poor to further enrich themselves. There is no accountability for the thieves. Malami joined the forces of General Muhammadu Buhari, his aides and allies, to delay, deny, and obstruct justice in defiance of the law that granted Sowore bail. He tried woefully to distance himself from a burgeoning conspiracy concocted by General Muhammadu Buhari and his agents that some have called dogs. The State Security Service to lay hold on Sowore in SSS dungeon for so long in an empty exercise by Malami to wash his hands off the case and to obscure his own wrongdoing in Sowore's case, it resulted to conflicting, hallucinating statements. On one hand, Malami said he cannot order the SSS to release Sowore. On the other hand, he said in line with the provision of Section 150, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and in compliance with the bill granted Colonel Sambo Dasuki, retired, and to Omoyele Sowore, he said, I have directed the state security services to comply with the order granting bail to defendants and effect their release. So these are very conflicting. Malami sounded as if he was engaged to avoid perjury charge based on his previous attempts to deceive Nigerian people. And he is not the only person that has tried to deceive Nigerians. That is the gullible ones, the typical Nigerians, the representative, the media representative, the PRO of the SSS. And you know who this man is. He speaks from the two sides of his mouth. Aside the director Bichi, that we have never heard him utter any words, said anything as regards these issues that are ongoing in the country. This man comes in at any time. He comes in to speak just whatever he likes. Malami is a disgrace to the bar, a disgrace to the body of senior advocates of Nigeria. He is a perfect example of a shambling propagandist seeking to create confusion and crisis. Instead of defending the rule of law in the overall interest of Nigerians, he acted as Buhari's personal lawyer. For abdicating his duty by ensuring fair and impartial administration of justice for all Nigerians, he has effectively vacated his position. Malami has no sense of duty in the Republic of Nigeria. He has violated his oath of office to support and defend the Constitution of Nigeria and bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Malami has abused his power by abandoning the duties of his office as Attorney General in order to serve as defense attorney for a lawless presidency. He has proved to the world that he is not the person to ensure that justice is served. In a civilized nation with civilized democracy, Malami has no place in the Department of Justice. It was the intervention of the United States that resulted in the release of Sowore. Left to Major General Buhari, he said he's retired, but I don't think so. And his half-baked Attorney General, Sowore, will languish in detention till the end of General Buhari's evil regime. And that is what they were actually going for. That's what they were actually going for. If you watch the pattern that they actually used in doing all of this the pattern that they used all through, that is their plan to keep him there in perpetuity, to keep him there forever, to keep him there without releasing him. So the United States of America had to step in. In fact, they sent one of their representatives to come down there during this last court hearing, and before they decide, and they even wrote a letter which was signed. So left for Buhari, he would have left Sowore, he would have left Dasuki, although they said he has some personal issues with Dasuki from 1985 when he planned a coup not against a military dictator like himself, but against a democratically elected government. That is what Buhari did. That is what he did. So it's a shame. It's a shame. Peter Afunaya, the spokesperson for the SSS, also did the same. He spoke from two sides of his mouth. It was much more of a caricature. It was much more of a clown, because he said if we should release Omoyele Sowore, maybe a car will eat him. Now he's talking about a 1 year, 2 years old, 3-year-old boy, a 6-year-old boy that cannot take care of himself. We are talking of a grown-up man, the same age as the same Peter Afunaya, saying that he might be eaten by a car. What a shame. Many of these people have no personal integrity because of their mouth, because of their stomach. They are ready to go all the way. What a shame. Well, I wouldn't blame any of them. It's because the system is not a system that is put right. Peter Afunaya is looking at his own job. Maybe he's a wicked person. Normally, I don't know. He's looking at his job. He might be saying, you see, next 2 years, I'm going to retire. And if I retire, these people might end up blacklisting me and I might not get money. So, probably speaking at his own pocket, I wouldn't know. So, Sowore would have languished in General Buhari's evil regime. In his press conference, the United States Senator from New Jersey, home of the Sowores, Senator Bob Menendez, made it unequivocally clear that the immediate release of Sowore is non-negotiable. New Jersey is watching. The United States is watching. The world is watching. Warned Senator Mendes. We are here to call upon the government of Nigeria to immediately release Sowore. And did they really release him? Yes. What a shame. Mediocrity. We are grateful to Senators Bob Mendes, Cory Booker, in New Jersey, Andrew Coons, and other U.S. congressmen and women, councilmen and women, and residents of Howard, New Jersey, for their unrelenting pressure on General Buhari to free Sowore. One down, one more to go. Let the substantive trial begin in earnest. Nigerians will be watching. The world is watching. That is just what it is. The world is watching. Everyone is watching. Let us see how they are going to come up with another new show. I know their plans might be for them to find a way to kind of roping in. And I think he knows all of this too. They will be looking for a way to rope him into some other things. They will try to tap his phones. Of course, they took his phone, so they are going to try to tap the new phone and SIM that he might want to get. They might try to plant some kind of spies here and there in the hope that they might get something to nail him down finally. But shame is eventually what is going to come on them. But then we all need to raise our voice to this kind of tyranny that we are experiencing right now. So guys, that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow together by you simply tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.